What up, man?
What's going on, my boy?
Man, not much,
How you
man.
been,
How's
man?
everything, man? It's been some
Boy.
years.
yeah.
Been a little minute, man.
It has, man.
What you been up to?
Man, everything been pretty good, man. First off, definitely appreciate, coming on the show, man, and
Hell
reconnecting, man, with everything. But everything been going good, bro. I've been really digging down on the marketing side, like on the back end side of the music industry lately, man. Just coming from that artist side, even the songwriting, us, all the work
Right.
that we did. And really just building different opportunities on the back end, man, and connecting with a lot of artists, execs, and things of that nature.
Right. What made you want to dig into the behind the scenes a little bit more, especially from being just an artist, not just an artist. He was songwriting. That's still behind the scenes, but to dig deeper is.
I think it came from being a songwriter, bro. Like, I was just like, well, as an artist, I know you at the front of the camera, right? So everybody's seeing you all that fame and all that stuff, and I ain't really care about that. At the end of the day, I always been like a low key dude, super laid back, in that since the beginning of the time, man. So once I learned how the songwriting worked and I saw the benefits of that, I reverse engineered everything, and I was just like, okay, well, if I reverse engineered, in order for the artist to make the song, he got to go to the studio. So let me become an engineer. Then in order for then I can mix and master, get paid off of that. Then turn around, the artist got to distribute the music. Let me get a music distribution company. So I just reverse engineered everything and just made money like that. Learn ads, learn websites, things of that nature.
Right. As an artist, have you found the importance of that side of the business?
Yeah, man. Like, the education to me is the most important part of it these days because there's so many opportunities and so much information out there. So I feel like a lot of artists, they're basically in a position where they can go in blind. But if you come from that angle, like say an artist deals with me or whatever, he can, of course, you have relationships with producers. Then he make the songwriting, understand the songwriting, mixing and mastering it down, saying, okay, this is how you do royalties, this is how you do splits. From there, then he got to say, I want to put it on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. A lot of artists don't know how to do that, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
But
you can Google that.
Yeah, you can Google everything these days. YouTube University. But I was just like, took it upon myself to encompass all of that, man, and offer that to artists along with the educational side and just put them so where they can get their own money and do whatever they want to do.
Right. No, that's real. So just from coming from the artist side, what do you see? Well, and knowing the behind the scenes now, what do you see as the downfall of a lot of artists today? You know what I'm saying? Especially since we're in an ever changing game. You know what I mean? What do you see as like, damn, like if artists only knew this right here, you know what I'm saying? Because they may think posting 10, 20 times on IG is marketing. And you see what I'm saying? Or sending you the link to their music or commenting the link that you can't even click. It's just say a bunch of HTTP.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't give you no call to action, nowhere to go.
Right. Exactly. It's just there. That's just the link.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like what would you say now that you know what I'm saying, the behind the scenes of it, like, what is the main downfall that these artists are doing?
They don't have no real estate online. They look at the ownership and what, like Instagram or a social media platform, those companies own those platforms. A lot of artists don't even put themselves in position to where they got real estate online, where they got their own website. They can send somebody somewhere. They build that cult following. Like, say, like a Lil Russell, or how he doing.
Right.
Like, it makes it easier because you want to do everything in 3 steps for the most part. And I always say that, man, like, you got to treat this junk like an iPhone. If you asking people to do more than 3 or 4 steps or more than 3 steps, they probably ain't going to find you. They probably ain't going to listen to the rest of your music. They don't want to click on no links. They ain't get to the point.
Right.
And because once you get to the point and they go to the website or they go to wherever your brand is at, like, they got to make sure they stay there. So everything on your website should be lined up, drawn out, and keep them there. Make that junk like they own universe, like you entering into this person's world. Right. And a lot of artists don't do that. They rather put all their eggs in social media platforms that they don't own.
So what has to be on the website to keep you wrapped in? Because if I'm just going to, like, what makes you want to click on a new artist? If I'm just going to Lil Johnny page, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, go to my website. What would make me want to go there, and what do people need to keep me there?
Well, first off, you got to know who you targeting. You want to target people that are naturally curious. Everybody that's naturally curious gon' seek you out. If that's your cult following, that's a message that you got in your music. I feel like just being curious, you attracting those individuals, they will stay there. So just the flow of a website, like, who are you? What do you do? How to contact you? Like, that's it. A lot of people put all these different things. End of the day, even when you meet somebody, you ain't walking up to them and just being like, oh, well, I basically, you go through this whole 10-page line and scope of what you do. Like, for me, if someone meet me, it depends on who I'm talking to, the audience, right? Like, if I meet a producer, I'll be like, I'm a songwriter. If I meet a business person, I'm a web designer. If I meet you know what I'm saying? Like, you just adjust to whoever you talking to, your audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I always wondered, like, so I done ran ads and all that stuff as well, like, but what is, like, some of the key things that, like, people are missing when they, like, run ads? Like, what are they, like, for them not to get the results that they want? Because a lot of people are like, man, them ads don't work.
The key thing that a majority of people are missing is patience.
Okay.
When you running ads, first off, of course, over time you learning who you're targeting. So that goes with, like, setting up your pixel, and that's connected to your website. So your pixel is basically like your tracking device. The same way you would go on Amazon and you might search blue cups, right? And then you go to another website and those cookies or those trackers, and you'll see blue cups on the right side of the screen or left side of that ad will pop up somewhere. Like, I know with the privacy policy laws that iPhone got now, you're not going to necessarily, you got to ask to be put into that, so you probably won't see that ad chase you all over the internet. But with ads, it's just about targeting, man. Like, okay, you for a week spend $5 a day and target United States and Canada. All right, what cities show me the most? All right, so I see those cities got the most reaction. So week 2, target those 5 cities. All right, 2 of those cities showing me more attention. So target those 2 cities the 3rd week. You know.
Okay, so like, going back off of the analytics that you ran the first ad on.
Yeah.
Got you. Because a lot of people ain't talking to that. So, I mean, what about, like, the choices of, like, who you targeting? Like, how you said, like, blue cups, right? Because I know of an artist, well, I was talking to, I think, what was it, a fan or something like that? And there was a fan of this artist, and I was like, how did you find this artist? Because it was an independent artist. And I was like, how did you find him? And they was like, I typed in red curly hair.
Yeah.
And they was like, I was looking at something to get my hair done or something like that, and I came across her, and oh my God, she could sing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like, is that something
keywords.
you would type in, like, when you run in the ad?
Yeah, so that's separate. So ads, yeah, you have those certain keywords within your caption or whatever because it's about, okay, with the ad, who you are, what you're offering, or you asking a question for engagement, what you offer, have some special deal. People click on it to get the coupon or the special deal to learn more about what you're doing. But what you say, even with red curly hair, that go with SEO. That's so overlooked. It's ridiculous. Like, so SEO, search engine optimization. So say you got a business like, okay, industry convos. If people type in industry convos on Google, 80 to 90% of the traffic that people search is on the first page. Like 80 to 90% of people only stay on the first page. So if you hit on the second page, now you missing out on 80 to 90% of everybody who's searching Google. So throughout your website, you have those keywords. You put industry convos within the header of the website, and you'll put it in the paragraph after that that's describing your website, and you'll put that keyword in the services you offer, and you put that keyword in your contacts. Now it's all over your page, and then the more pages you add, the more you'll be searchable online, and then now if people type in industry convos, now you above some of the biggest companies in the world, and you getting all that traffic from them.
See, that's hard. That's hard. So look, I want to get into the songwriting aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you done took that knowledge and went a different route in songwriting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you was on it before, to me, what is now kind of trendy to get on, which is sync.
Yeah.
To the sync way, because you've been like talking about, I'm gonna do this for this commercial and
Right.
all the other stuff, but now it's like everybody is like, I want to do a sync song. I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so
A lot.
Right. So what made you make that? I ain't gonna say transition, because obviously you still doing like, I guess technical regular songwriting, whatever. But like, what made you open your eyes to the sync world?
Cause I mean, when you watching television or you looking at commercials, it's always music, right? And I was curious. Again, that go that same thing, being curious about it. I was curious to say, all right, man, how these people getting these music on these commercials and these movies and all this stuff? It's only playing for 30 seconds and they paying you $75,000 for 30 seconds or 5 seconds of a song. I'm like, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to make a whole record, bro.
Right.
Like, okay. So, man, ended up getting a publishing deal with Ultra Music, which I got right now, and just talking to their sync team and submitting, end up getting a record on League of Legends, the video game League of Legends first. And then I got 2 songs on 2K23. And I was like, okay. Okay, now we cooking with something real quick, man. Let me, and they pay you first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they pay you up front, man. And I was, okay, cool. So let me just stay in that whole arena. Let me get paid up front.
Right.
Let me make these hooks real fast. And you know how fast we record that stuff.
Right.
So time is the biggest currency, bro. The money gonna come.
No, facts. Man, 75,000 for
Up front.
golly up front. Yeah, you know what though? I was talking to my homegirl. She was actually a web developer. I don't know, maybe that's a field I need to tap into. But she went to she was in, was it Portugal or somewhere like that?
Mm.
But I think they did a Dell commercial, 100,000.
Bro, big corporations, man, they gonna spend the money. I mean, it's a write-off for them.
They don't care who it go to. It just gotta get spent.
Here you go.
That's crazy. So how does a person? What is, your introduction to it was through a pub deal, right? Do you feel like that's the best introduction?
The best introduction to anything is relationships, because you don't even have to have a pub deal.
Right.
Like, if you know the right person, you'll get in the right doors and bypass what a lot of people doing, which we are seeing every single day.
Not fast. Facts.
So, yeah, a pub deal cool, but if I know the person who owned the company or owned the business or the movie or the director of the movie, if I know Ryan Coogler, why I'm going to go to my pub company? I'm just going to go to Ryan Coogler and say, hey, man, I got this song with Black Panther.
Right. No, so that's dope. Is there a difference between like the, I was about to ask a stupid question because I'm thinking about the music that's in the soundtrack versus something that's in the movie, but don't they all piggyback off each other?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, got you. So, with pub deals though, a lot of people feel like the publishing companies don't really do anything for them, you know what I'm saying, but sync. Some people say but sync, you know what I'm saying? How has your experience with the publishing deal been?
I mean, mine been good, man. I basically, I ended up just taking the admin deal because I wanted my freedom and I wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do. But I was still attached and built relationships within, like I said, with the sync team and stuff like that. Like, I utilized the tools and the resources that they had, but kept it to where I wasn't tired to have to say, oh, I have to get these many placements per month or per year or per term within the contract. Like, all I do is just wake up, and if an opportunity come up, then I record the song and I ship it off. And if it work, it work. It don't, it don't.
Right. So what does an admin deal do for you?
For me, I was just taking advantage of the relationships.
Okay.
Like, for me personally, like, I know other people, and then they find your money, kind of like how Sound Exchange does and stuff like that. Yeah, Song Trust.
Got you, but they still work for you, like shopping the
Oh yeah,
Shopping
yeah,
your records. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they still okay.
yeah.
See, I was talking to a couple people. They said they don't really do that like during the co-pub deals. You know what I'm saying? Because they find it more beneficial or something like that.
Hey man, it's all about how you shake the system, man, and shake the room. That's how I look at it.
All right.
Who you going? How the conversation going? Are you adding value? Or just looking for someone to give you handouts?
All right. Do they have writing camps for like publishing deals? Not publishing deal for sync deals, for sync. Period. Do they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
writing
it's,
camps for
yeah,
sync?
yeah. They got different. I know the producers come together because it's definitely communication between that. Because they'll send you the whole. Really, it'd be like on some. Hey man, we need 30 seconds. We need a hook, and then we need half a verse, but it got to sound like A, B, C, D, and D, and we want to target this movie or this type of commercial, or this type of TV show, and then you just do it, and then they give you feedback. But it's like it ain't hard because it just depends on how versatile you are. To me, when it comes to that, so
Man, but
the back and forth.
like I get sync stuff in the mail, right? Well, not in the mail, but in my email, and the turnaround time be like, if I get it right now, what's today, Friday? If I get it right now, they be like, yeah, we need this by Saturday at 5 o'clock. And I'm like, God damn, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that like all sync deals?
I think and I guess for me that kind of work in my favor.
Really?
You know how fast I be
Yeah.
recording stuff. So
But still, you gotta have time to go sit there and.
hey man, you engineer. You ain't got to call nobody.
Right.
You just turn around. You working, then you turn around that computer, power that thing on,
You see something.
pull that mic in, go. Whatever change you need to make, you'll make. But I don't. Being an engineer has its advantages. I just say that.
Right. So, but I was told if you talking to like somebody directly at like whatever movie or whatever, like the time period is a little bit longer versus the sync that when you're going through a middleman.
Well, yeah. I mean, post production with a movie, right? You got to find where the song actually fit within the scope of the movie. I would think, as far as what I've seen them do. So, yeah, they can have a whole list of records, but yeah, they'll figure it out, man. Just give them my money up front, man. Sign the paperwork, get everything right on the contracts. We good to go.
Look, so what's so? I know you just said something about post production, so I asked you, just made me think of something. What's the difference between like? Because I guess it all falls under like sync production, but like, what's the difference between like a person building around the scene, like you know what I mean, like playing music or singing or writing whatever around the scene of this girl running, jumps in the puddle and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And that shows happiness.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm running and rabbits and flowers are jumping. Versus they tell you the scene and you just do a song at the crib, like, and you're not building it. Because some people may think that's sync production. Is there a difference between those two? Or is that considered something different?
I mean, I would say with that, when you talking about movies and like
Is that scoring?
yeah, scoring and stuff. Cause I remember we had that homework assignment on that, and I was looking at them like they were crazy. We was in SAE, bro. I was like, bro, I'm supposed to put a snap and a growl right here.
Yeah.
And yeah, they gave us a little movie clip. But yeah, I feel like they just different in those regards as far as scoring the movie. I guess that could be considered sync, but I don't know 100%, so I'm not even don't even quote me on that, man.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. I'm about to say, because I don't know if people write around the scene,
Yeah.
like as
Yeah.
far as
I'm sure
if
they
you're
do.
looking at it.
I'm sure they do. You dealing with like a Hans Zimmer or one of them
Right.
type of dudes. Yeah.
Is that the level you want to get to? Like to be able to do some shit like that?
Hey, anything possible. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, honestly. I mean, but I'm just like, hey, man, anything possible these
All
days.
right.
YouTube University. You can learn it in a minute. So,
Right. Do you like that over like regular songwriting though? Like, you know, just being in the studio with different artists and like coming up with a song for, you know, because a lot of them times like the songs don't come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Man, look, that was my only thing about like, even with the songwriting, man, and always doing demo after demo after demo after demo and stuff, and then people be just like, just record, and then we gonna see what happens. And I'm like, boy, you burning songwriters out
Right.
at that point.
Right.
Like if you gonna write, like at least. Or as a songwriter, I say this first. As a songwriter, put yourself in a position when you in the room where you know that junk gonna get placed. Don't just be recording just to record and throw that junk in the breeze and just like, all right, what's gonna happen? Like, nah, man, building relationships, be in the room if you can, or you just build a relationship where you don't necessarily have to be in the room, but you know that producer at the board right then and there with them artists.
Right.
Because, man, just emailing people songs, nah, too late.
Yeah, man. How you feel about A&Rs, man? You know, it's a little different now.
Shout out to all the A&Rs out there. Hey, man, I don't.
These are people that we shopping to.
Oh my God, man, I don't know what nobody doing no more, bro. Like when I hear these albums and what people doing, bro, it just be the same. I don't know. Everybody just chasing the same thing, man.
Right.
Over and over and over again, and I'm like, all right. But then they be like, we need something different. And then don't nobody pick it up. Or there ain't no marketing budget behind that. And then you got to go through that whole thing with politics. But yeah, man, shout out to all the A&Rs, man. Ain't my business.
Nah, it's our business, man. Cause we the ones working on the shit. You know what I'm saying? To get to them.
Hey, man, look. Salute you guys and gals. I don't know nothing. Hey, man. A&Rs, they gonna pick what they gonna pick, and God bless them.
All right.
And whatever gonna happen.
Look, with all the information that you know now, though, do you see the benefits or the point of a record deal now?
It depends on the type of artist. Like, if you a touring artist forever and you build up your catalog, like, you adding value to yourself, like, because people in their 80s and 90s, them they're 100 years old in wheelchairs on stage getting paid, you know, touring with their bands and stuff. So it depends on the genre to me.
The genre or the
genre type of artist. And, I mean, end of the day, a record deal is two sides coming to some type of agreement on something, right? So you're going to give up something. But, yeah, independent takes longer. Yeah, the money is slower with a record deal. All that good stuff, all that jargon. But it's just like, if you know what you're doing, I don't feel like you need all that.
Right. No, I feel that. I mean, but it take a lot of money for independence.
Yeah, it do.
It take a lot of money for independence.
Yeah, man.
I think that's the side that really nobody talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember dealing with artists, and they didn't want to do a deal because they wanted to own their masters, but they was broke.
Too late.
So I'm like, you kind of need a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then these managers and all these folks need to be realistic with these artists. Tell them the truth, man. Right. Like, it's so many people just beating around the bush these days, man. Like, just be direct,
nobody want to offend people and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But there's some benefit in getting offended.
I believe so. I mean, that's why they don't make comedies no more, bruh. Because I feel like people too sensitive these days, right? Like movies and stuff. Like, so you talking about just with how stuff's set up. It's just like, what you gonna do as an artist? What you gonna do as a writer? What you gonna do as a producer? Like, the best thing you can do is be patient and learn the business. If you ain't gonna learn the business, man, you just wasting your time. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, at this point, you might as well.
Yeah, you can go get a job, man. Ain't nothing wrong working on 9 to 5.
People need to tell them that too.
Because if 9 to 5, people pay the entrepreneurs.
Right.
If everybody entrepreneur, who getting paid?
Right. Facts. Yeah, a lot of them don't want to get jobs because the society, I feel like, just downs jobs for some reason. Like,
that jump, man, crazy.
Like, they end up tricking themselves off the street, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just start scamming and start selling dope, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to go to the studio or something like that. But I was watching Side Talk, and he was just talking about, like, some of these executives. Like, not he didn't say some of these executives. Pretty much the music industry itself. You know what I'm saying? How it's ran, because he like, I think he was talking about how he had did the Sicko Mode record, and then he was like, I guess he went to a label to, I guess he wanted to drop a project or whatever. And then he had told what the record executive had told him, and he was like, "Go get hot in the streets first."
Mm-hmm.
And he like, "Nigga, I just wrote a diamond record. Like, what you mean? Go get like, I just brought all this type of money to the table. You know what I'm saying?" So he was just saying like how fucked up the game is, because by the time you get this artist who haven't done that, like if they telling me that, and they go imagine them telling them that, and it's like, what that mean is go scam, go sell drugs, go blah blah blah, and by the time you done got yourself hot in the streets doing all this shit,
You hot in the streets.
you hot in the streets. Then they welcome you with open arms, like, I knew you could do it.
Yeah, man, I thought you finna say somebody's name real quick. I was gonna mess with you. I ain't gonna, we ain't gonna do that.
No, we ain't got to do no name dropping, you know what I'm saying?
Mess with you. But now,
Fortunately, no, never mind, you got it.
yeah. I remember that, man, just like that story. I heard a lot about that story, man, but go getting hot, and then what they doing basically is like getting people out potential at this day and age, man, where they're building them. Some people are doing artist development. So I see some artists that going through that process and that growth, and shout out to them. But yeah, it ain't really none of that. And at the end of the day, they want you to do everything you can on their side. So all they got to do is just show up, and they ain't got to necessarily put a lot of work behind your development and all that stuff. They want you to already have your fans and all that extra stuff at this point.
Right. On one side, I understand it though, just from like being a creative. You still got you got a lot of access that people didn't have back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a show of like faith. It's like, you got faith in yourself to go do what the hell I'm about to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like on one hand, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But where do you see the music industry going now? Like, as far as like, we got so many different things out, from damn Bitcoins to NFTs to TikToks, all this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a bunch of different things kind of happening all in once.
Yeah. That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So where do you see like the future of the music industry? Because clearly we passed CDs. You think we're gonna be?
I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like the music industry gonna be about real estate, like with the cult followings and stuff. I mean, you could do all the NFTs you want. You could do all the metaverses and be the new gorillas, be a cartoon. People don't never see you. People don't never talk to you. I mean, it's wide open to me. I feel like that junk is just a matter of, all right, understanding who you are. This is my brand, and then utilize the tools that's out there. So the future of it, it's always gonna be new music, and it's always gonna be a bunch of people that make the same music just to get on. So you're gonna have your people that make good music, then you're gonna have your people that make the music everybody else make to get on.
Right. But it seems like the industry is fighting for control again. Like it felt like it's like, oh man, it's slipping out our hands right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what way you feel like the industry is gonna try to gain control again? You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you know, they signing off masters, you know what I mean? But you know the industry ain't doing that type of shit for no reason.
Yeah, at this point, they buying people. I mean, they buying catalogs.
Exactly.
So I'm like, with an artist, if you are capable of recording that much, and obviously you want to have quality over quantity,
Right.
but if you able to record that much and your catalog got that value, and you build the right relationships, and you understand media, and you get on that sync licensing, you know,
Right.
you always got something to work with. But like, I mean, it's always gonna be concerts, it's always gonna be brand new artists, and people gonna follow trends. Someone gonna say a new word, you know, one day, and that's just how that junk work.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Right. Yeah, man. Like, man, I was looking at Lil Russell, man, and like everything he doing. He just opened up a store without charging nothing. He just saying pay your price, like pay.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, you know, that can go a lot of ways.
It can. I mean, he took the whole Nipsey model and made it his own type of way.
Right.
That man, what he on album number 25? I'm like, he got a lot of
be
words
honest,
to say, man.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he on album like 25, 22 to 25. Don't quote me on that.
That's still.
Yeah, but it's like yeah, one of them 20s, and I'm like, whew, all right, bro.
Right. Is that the best way to kind of blow now? Because I remember Russ, I think he was saying he had like 11 albums. And it was something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is the best way to blow is to just keep dropping?
And yeah, I mean, your output, if you know the right people for marketing and then you got a certain amount of output, I feel like it's eventually going to catch on. But I don't feel like everyone built to make a new album every single week or put out a single, doing that whole, how Russ was doing, putting out a song every week, stuff like that. Like,
Right.
Eventually, you're going to start saying the same thing over and over,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So,
At what point you think an artist should put out an album?
after they got
Or
a
EP.
fan base. After
Yeah.
they got a fan base.
How do you
I
know when
wouldn't-
you got a fan base?
You putting out a whole bunch of singles and you see what single worked the most and run ads behind that joint.
No, I'm talking about how do you know when you have the fan base though?
I mean, you going out the metrics. Like if I say for Spotify, even though people be manipulating all that stuff too.
Right.
I don't know when you know if you got a fan base like that, man. I guess because people manipulate social media numbers too.
Right.
I guess, yeah, go ahead and put out the album and see how many people like it. Them little 2 and 3 people. And then,
Man, I say put out a single and just keep putting them out until the people
just
say, man, when you gonna drop an album?
Somebody gonna say something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, 4.
1 like, 2 like. So being in the marketing realm and the artist realm, songwriting, all that stuff, like, do you find benefit in manipulating numbers?
Absolutely not.
No?
No. Whatever you start, you got to keep up.
Now, here's one to argue. Here goes what is it, the devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, say you get this artist develops this fan base or whatever, and then they manipulate the numbers. Because they didn't start that way.
Well, that's what they all doing for the most part.
Yeah, but you look at it this way too. Would you go? You probably different, but when you look at it like a large number, like them people probably are more likely to follow them.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like if they see whatever you
like
see a lot of people doing, you're most likely to do that or follow the scene or whatever.
Why is it like
right?
that though? Like,
Cause man, people are followers. Like to meet someone with their own mind, you might well just chill with Bigfoot the next day or something. You know, like you just gonna find a unicorn somewhere or something. Like it don't work like that. But
right.
I know I got to be careful in this part of it because I know how I think. So whatever you love in your life, just do that for yourself. And if you like what someone else likes, just be yourself.
If you like what someone, what? If you like someone,
hey man, look, jokers know how I am, man. So I'm being politically correct, right?
Oh no, I know. So look, you moved to Miami.
Yeah, I got up out of here.
You left Atlanta and moved to Miami.
Yeah, I did.
What was the importance in like relocating?
It was fresh air, man. It was like what I saw in Atlanta, especially in the music scene, was kind of suffocating, man. Like you going through the same routine over and over again. I either go to the studio, let's sit in here, let's wait 45 minutes, everybody smoke, everybody go get a goddamn burger, come back, let's listen to these beats, I don't write my lyrics. I don't either. Let's stay in the booth for 40 minutes and I only say 4 words.
Right.
Let's keep repeating. Take it back. Take it back. I just got tired of that shit, bro.
Right.
Like, let me go home and make what I want to make. Let me see what other sides of the music industry work, man, and just be me, you know?
Right.
And then I could just go to the beach and look at the water and put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Right.
And have tequila.
Hey man, that sounds very inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit, I be like, man, look, cause I feel those same exact ways. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit that I be looking for. Like, man, I gotta go look at something different. Like, I don't know if it's cause the city's so like closed in. Like, I don't know. Like, I might, you know what? I go to LA next week, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to look at their highways. They got more lanes than us or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bruh.
it's something, bro. Like even though it's crowded out there, but I'm like, maybe like you just feel like you can stretch your arms a little bit, or maybe it's just a foreign city or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It was peaceful though. Like I just wanted to. It's something about seeing something different and recalibrating and getting your balance back and all of that, and that's what Miami did for me. And then me just continuing to travel. I'm not the type that's gonna be posting everywhere I go, but just continuing to travel, seeing different things, man. Like taking life in, living. Right. Like I remember when Brian Michael Cox was talking about that. It was actually an event at SAE. Him and Robert Glasper. Glasper was standing there, and he was talking about why people get writer's block. And he was like, you get writer's block because you're not living outside of the music. You're not living your life outside of the music.
Right. You run out of things to talk about.
Right. So I kind of took it upon myself to go down there. Yeah. Not shout out to them hurricanes and stuff, man. You know, they always bringing me back here. But chose to go out there, man. And I was just like, it changed the trajectory of a lot of stuff that I'm doing, man. Allowed me to be launching this music distribution platform and forming relationships with great people, man, and not even worried about I ain't competing with no distro kid and all that stuff, man. It's people all over the world signing up for my music distribution platform. Right. You think I care about the other competition? I don't care about that junk. That junk don't exist. Right. My junk gonna work.
Right. What does it take to launch a distribution company and to manage it? Because say you get 2,000 people who join, and you know what I'm saying, like that's a lot to manage.
I mean, to me, it's about setting up automations and systems, bro. Like my junk DIY, do it yourself. Go on my website that I built, sign your ass up, pay your money, put your music out, upload that hoe, send it on out. Right. I got my customer support team in place. You got a problem, they answer.
That's hard.
Do your thing. Good luck. Want you to succeed.
But see, that sounds easier said than done. Like that sounds like I'm talking about how the hell. I don't know where to start. Like to build a damn distribution company. You know what I'm saying? Like I can create a website all day. Yeah. And then you said you got your customer support team. Like man. Like, do you just hire that? Like,
yeah. Like, you hire them, man. They answer all the questions.
I'm talking about you like just go on Google. Like, I need a customer support team. Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. Go on Google, YouTube University.
That's crazy.
You can learn anything, man.
So how do you manage it though?
I just look at it every day, sign in on the admin dashboard, see what's going on.
I'm talking about like the people who like say I release a record through what's the name of the company?
Indie Distro Co.
Indie Distro Co. So I sign up, I release my song. Yep. And then so I'm expecting royalties.
Yep. You keep 100% of your royalties, 100% of your masters.
Got you.
Yep.
So with that,
I release unlimited records a year, and you pay me annually.
On your end, managing that to make sure that these royalties go out, because you know when you deal with like Empire or whatever, they got the people that's on the publishing side and team.
We got all that. We got all that. Yeah, we got people in place that'll make sure get your royalties. You can withdraw them into your bank account.
Got you.
Yeah.
What's the benefit of a person using different
Indie distro?
distribu- I mean, just different distro companies. Period. Because some people are like, man, I don't like TuneCore. I'm about to go to such and such. I'm about to go to DistroKid. I'm about to go to CD Baby. You know what I'm saying?
mean, to me, it's about the person behind it. So I done had a bunch of artists. Right when I first started, they were like, "So how you different from DistroKid?" And I'm like, "Bro, you talking to me? You gotta wait 7-10 days. Who are you talking to when you talking to them?
Right.
How fast they gonna get back to you? You know
Right.
me. I'm tangible."
Right. Do you provide more reach with the record though, or do you get them on more playlists or?
Yeah, because I got the music marketing company, and I educate them on what they need to do as an artist.
Okay, so you get like all for one, like when you're dealing with.
Yep.
Got you. See, that's hard. So people need to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just
They just had the
release-
front end, and they music go out, but they don't know what they doing after that.
Right. Yeah. How much does it cost? Like, is it like a per year or per month per?
Yeah,
Release?
so right now, no, it's not per release. So per year is $29.99 per year right now for unlimited releases, and then we add on like different upsells, like I said, with the music marketing, educational tools for the artists, resources like that, so they can put out the music and then they get involved with us and learn more about the business, put themselves in better positions to where they can look at other opportunities and recognize opportunities for what they want.
Got you. Do y'all shop them to sync as well, or?
Yeah. So we building partnerships as well. So
Got you. No, yeah, see, that's hard. So, with this day and time that we in with so much content that's being created, you know what I'm saying? You deal with new artists. Do you find the importance of music videos now?
Yeah. Videos work better than regular posts.
Well, but I'm talking about like, you can look at like a lot of artists now and they singing just in front of a mic.
Mm-hmm.
Or they might got, they damn near can do the content could be in this studio, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, remember, it was like these big budgets for change outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. We spend all day to shoot this. You know what I mean? Is that still more valuable than all he did was sing in front of a mic?
I think it's about the music and how it make you feel, man. Like, yeah, you can appreciate that in art if an artist put a lot of work in, like say Kendrick Lamar videos or Missy Elliott videos, Busta Rhymes videos, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they put that into the art, I feel like people are more into it and they feel that person more. They can understand that side of them. But shoot, if your song good.
Right. No, that's real. Because now, as you just said that, I'm starting to think about the new artists who are known about their visuals, and the most recent would probably be like the Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I seen him on IG, and I think it was like a Texas song or something like that, and I was like, look at this video. I'm like, damn, I ain't seen a video like this. Like,
Yeah.
in a minute, I'm like, this shit hard. Then I'm hearing them, like, damn, that kind of hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
Creative, man.
he blew up after that.
Creativity at the end of the day, man. So it's
Right.
just like if you go to, and that's the thing about different forms of art, right? Like I always go to Art Basel in Miami. So I see artists, different independent artists, and it's like, okay, they picture not moving, but it's something about that junk that's just like, I actually I feel what you felt, or
Right.
I understand how you were feeling with this, right? And then a lot of the times the artists will be standing right by their paintings because they are independent. They trying to put themselves out there,
Right.
and they stories be amazing if you talk to them, if you feel like talking
I
to
need to
people.
go to one of them. Like, I was
Yeah.
talking to one of my people, and they were just like, man, like, for real, like, the networking outside of the music industry be better just because it's like, that's where you're going to meet the people in the music industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was going to ask, like, being in Miami, all these different things that's happening there, do you find it's more beneficial to network with a person at an art show, at a car show, at a whatever, you know what I'm saying, at these different professions, because they know this person. Like my boy was telling me, he was like, man, go to a wine tasting. And he was like, you might run into, whatever executive there before you run into them at this music event.
Nah, I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. For real, I'm like, if you around stuff or whatever you working towards in this life, like, the universe gonna bring you to that jump, man. Not to be all extra spiritual and all that extra stuff, but like the universe gonna bring that stuff to you. So yeah, you going to different events. You just out there living. If you actually living and you doing stuff of substance, then you're going to continue to run into substance. If you out there just shooting the shit and you ain't talking about nothing, everything surface level, everything, and you suck at communication, you always busy.
Right.
You don't understand even quality time or trying to get to know something or learn something. You don't even have intentionality behind that junk. Your life gonna be simple as hell. Like,
that's I don't know why that sounds fucked up. But there's a form of truth to that statement.
I'm just saying, man, look. Yeah, dog.
I mean, there's a lot of people who ain't left the city. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and sometimes people don't have the opportunity to leave the city, but at the same time, like, you catch a plane ticket, you ain't even got to have anything just to go there. Like, bruh, I done caught plane tickets and just went somewhere and bought clothes while I was there. I mean, get your essentials, man. You ain't got to put on everything. Go to Dollar Tree, Old Navy. Well, Dollar Tree, I don't know if they got little sweatpants, something like that, right?
Probably,
I don't know. Ain't no telling. But like, man, you can find you some simple clothes somewhere, bruh. Wear the same thing, man. Minimalistic lifestyle, and just go somewhere, man. Just sit down, people watch, talk to people. Yeah, get inspired. Like, hop on the Spirit if you short, you know.
If you short.
If you
hey, that's both. Short on cash and
seats,
short physically.
them seats be like that. But
I've never been on Spirit. I just asked Facebook.
Hey, man.
Should I ride Spirit? Remember, did you see that, bro? I just asked Facebook, should I ride Spirit to go to LA? And they was
like Soul Plane, my boy.
Yeah.
Like Soul Plane. You gotta buy the seat, the seat cushion, pay for the thing that closed the bin for your name bag to go into. All that junk.
That's all too much, man.
You gotta pay for everything. But my homeboy yesterday, he was like, man, I gotta take a little snack on there, man. I was like, boy, you gotta take a little snack on there, my boy. I said, all right, man.
No, yeah, nah. I'm cool.
A scooter and a snack.
I'm cool. I heard you got to buy the front seat or some shit like that. I heard something they said, like,
yeah.
I even bought the front seat. I'm like, hold on, is that my first class? No, that's the front seat.
Bruh, it be so goddamn. Like,
it's smaller than a normal plane.
But yeah, man, I get all the extra leg room, or, you know, because I'm flown so much, like, be priority first class or extra leg room, because you can get free drinks in extra leg room section.
What you talking about?
On, like, American Airlines, Delta.
Oh, I thought you were saying on Spirit.
Oh, nah, boy. You got to pray about that. In Spirit. Yeah, it's not happening on Spirit. That ain't happening on Spirit, but our Frontier. Man, that is.
Our Frontier better, though. Better than Spirit. I don't know. I heard, but I've never rode neither one. I'm a Delta guy, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The lowest I'm going to Southwest. But
yeah, they make you standing like.
Who Southwest?
Yeah, they got a little line in that joint, don't they? Like the.
I don't know. Don't tell me that though, cause I definitely about to ride that.
Oh yeah, man. You better. I mean, I'm always on American, man. So because Miami, that's the main airline down there. So I'm always on American, man, and just racking up the miles. Just gonna keep traveling.
No, that's key. Matter of fact, speaking on that, like being in the industry, like what's the best way to like to save in order to do things? Because obviously Scout Miles is one. It's like, 'cause I was talking to somebody, it's like, when it comes to food, they do this. When it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Do you think about shit like that?
Get a 9 to 5. Save your money, my boy. Save your money. you gonna be seeking and searching. You gonna be out here. Hey, man, ain't no, but let that pride go. Juggers out here selling them beats. They trying to sell them beats online, $19 beats. Don't know nothing about marketing. That junk don't work. They quit that, and then they turn around.
Yeah, that's one thing I never could get with. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saying the price. That too, but but not necessarily saying that. It just like it seems like it take real effort to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Like you got to really dedicate time to a lot of this shit, like to a lot of the platforms, even IG, YouTube, all that. What's the best platform to release music as far as like, I mean to be an artist on, like?
I would say YouTube.
You think so?
And Twitter. I feel like.
You think so? I ain't never heard nobody say Twitter. Okay.
So to me, you gotta have a certain level of intelligence to have good tweets.
Okay.
And I mean a certain level of wittiness or cleverness, I should say. And I feel like that's intriguing to people if you say the right things, cause it's in and out, right? But I know Elon. He over there destroying that junk at this point, man.
He about to switch that whole...
Man, yeah. He got people paying for blue checks and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want no blue check, man. That bad.
Look,
What
you know they gonna pay?
Yeah, they have been. Someone made a
it's
fake
already
LeBron
existing.
James account and was like, hey, I'm talking about I want to formally announce that I want like a trade from the LA Lakers. And people believe that junk.
That's crazy. That's I didn't know it. Like, it already started.
Bro, like it's already starting. But yeah, I would say between YouTube, because you monetize that after 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of video, you can start monetizing that junk, and then that's a nice little check.
It's either 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours.
Yeah, both. Like
both. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you do that, and then you making $700 per million views or something like that, or higher, or whatever. If you that good at doing content, right? And then, like I said, Twitter, it's going to be there. You can cross-promote Instagram and Facebook and TikTok collectively, right? Like, you can make your videos on TikTok, then share them hoes over to the goddamn Instagram.
All right.
And just run that whole play versus switching between platforms. Your phone blow up.
Right.
But, I would say those.
Gotcha.
Twitter and YouTube.
Got you. Man, you seem like a person that always has his head on straight, the goals oriented, like all that stuff. Like, how do you suggest people stay focused in this music industry? Because it's a lot of opportunities not to. You know what I'm saying? In the world, period, really. You know what I'm saying? But like, coming in as an artist is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Coming in as a writer, coming in as a producer, coming in as a camera person, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy to do any of this entertainment shit because it is at our fingertips.
Man, as above, so below. Know yourself. If you don't work on yourself, you're not going to give yourself an opportunity to do all that. And I did want to say that about this, too, with these artists. Artists are always screaming about support. People ain't liking and commenting and sharing and engaging with my content and stuff. Ain't nobody supporting me. Then they start lashing out. They on their IG stories, entitled as hell. And I was talking to someone. I was like, man, support is your body waking you up every day so you got another opportunity to even do it again.
Mm.
Like, why you worried about someone liking the comment and sharing anything that you got going on?
Cause they just want their ego rubbed.
Man, that junk, but if you able to wake up every single day and make another decision or work towards what you working towards, the money gonna come.
Right.
The people gonna come. So support is you taking care of your goddamn mental health, your health,
right.
What you think about every day, what you put in front of you every day, and that's what's gonna separate you.
And on that note, holla at my boy, man. I appreciate you, dog. You know what I'm saying? 10 times over, man, for first of all coming from Miami and doing this, you know what I'm saying? So that's love, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, to gain. I don't consider myself no free game like type podcast, anything like that. But there's a lot of jewels that come from this motherfucker though. So.
Oh yeah, man. You doing your thing, bro. I love it all, man. So keep rising, man. I'm here to support it all.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, dog.